Okay, we back. It's the delivery, ladies and gentlemen. Music, movies, media, self-improvement. It's a new week. I got new shit to talk about, so we gonna get into it. The movie we gonna talk about is Fast and Furious 7. Why the fuck it made it to 7? God knows. Kendrick Lamar's album just dropped. We gotta talk about it and why it's not a classic. And least, well, last but not least, nigga. Anyway, we talking about schools. Who is it really helping, and does it need any changes? And our random question of the week is: does dating benefit men or women more? And we're gonna do a brief introduction. We got some new people in here. We got your favorites, but we got our new people in here. Start us off.
The Don, what up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? That's cool in brief. Anyway,
hey, what's going on? I go by Ejike Jamal.
Hey, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, real quick.
Real quick. All right. Like I said, my name is Ejike Jamal. I'm a blogger. Check out my website, nremedia.com. And I have a column on there. It's a him-in-this blog called #WomenHateMe. You'll find out why soon enough.
You bitch. All right. Wow. And who are you? You look like my girl's side nigga. So who are you?
Well, I ain't confessing nothing, but I go by Beezy, depending on what part of the map you might find me from. Originated out of the good old Harlem town up north, but yeah, got settled down here in the Triple D a couple years back, and yeah, we out here.
And what are you good at? Like, what's your knowledge based on?
My knowledge is based around almost all aspects of IT, women, movies, music. You pretty much throw a dart at a wall full of topics. I could probably spit you some knowledge on it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know B-Max in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl B-Mac once again.
All right. You know I couldn't forget Phoenix. So.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Phoenix on the mic.
And your favorite asshole, Skip.
Hey, you know what? You say the best for last, so hey, what's up, world?
All right, man. Okay. A lot to talk about and not enough time. Let's get into it. The artist we're going to talk about this week is Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dropped the album To Pimp a Butterfly. It was inventive, pro-black, amazing lyrically, but not a classic. Man, let's jump into this. Before we talk about the album, let's talk about Kendrick as an artist. The Don. Tell me how you feel about Kendrick Lamar.
I can't really speak on experience in terms of me listening to any of his album because I can't be a judge or a universal ruler about that. But I appreciate what he does and him not being able to drop things because on a commercial level, speaking about your usual topics like money, sex, and hoes, I really appreciate him veering off into a different direction and trying to usher in a new era. But that being said, I think he could be the prototypical. He could be one of the faces of the Mount Rushmore, the new hip hop in this generation.
Okay, I respect that kinda.
Well, damn.
How you feel about your boy? What do you like about him?
King Kendrick.
Oh,
All I
wow.
say. King Kendrick.
Wow.
Yo, man.
Hey, wait, let's get you a condom for that dick ride. Magnum's
That's
only.
the thing, man. That's the thing about this time, man. You either a dick rider or you a hater. It's either one or the other,
Exactly.
But fuck it, man. Look, Drake calls himself the king in the new school. But, man, fuck that shit, man. Look, I like Drake, but nah, man. Kendrick, we needed a guy like Kendrick for a long time, man. Kendrick.
So basically, he's our underdog that's going to make it.
Underdog, I don't know. I put him at the top right now.
Wow.
I put him at the top above
Wow.
above. Yo, man, it's about time that hip hop finally got another dude to come along who wasn't about. He
2 albums in. 2 albums in. That's like me saying I fucked 2 bitches and now my dick is the shit. Like, it's just
I think you
2
actually do
albums
say
in.
that,
Yeah,
though.
2 albums in.
Who else is fucking with Kendrick? Besides Drake, who else is fucking with Kendrick right now?
What do you mean? What's his name? J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Thank you.
Oh, man,
I like J. Cole.
Look, we're about to get into a whole nother discussion. But
Wow. Okay. Skip, as an artist, what do you like and dislike about Kendrick?
I like the fact that Kendrick blends, energy on the mic as well as, good substance as well in his lyrical content.
Which is rare.
Because, usually you get a trade-off. It's one or the other. But he attempts to reach both sides of it.
Cool.
I like the fact that he emphasizes his ADHD a little bit, where you hear in the middle of the tracks he's always switching up the beats and everything and talking about different stuff.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, Breezy, come on that fire. Tell me what you think, man.
Your boy Beezy thinks that Kendrick's a dope artist, don't get me wrong. I haven't dwelled too much into anything past Section 80. I really haven't heard all of the new album. But from what I have heard, it seems like it's really a heavy pro-black album, and I can respect that nonetheless, because,
You haven't heard
we don't
Good
have a
Kid?
lot of content out like that.
You haven't heard Good
Not
Kid?
the whole thing.
What?
Wow.
What?
Oh, yeah, I've heard No. I've heard Good Kid, Mad City. I thought
Okay,
I saw something.
thank you.
Oh, okay.
I was about to
Yeah.
lose a friend. But anyway.
Wow.
Sir.
But anyway.
Maybe I need to get you a condom.
Anyway,
losing the
back to the album. What did for the people who did listen to it, what did you think about it? I'm gonna start off with you, E.
All right. Yo, sound like you forgot my name there for a second.
Man,
Yeah, he got that
Yo,
bad.
man,
He got that
Well,
bad.
look here, man. Like, the
Yeah.
Pimp Butterfly, man. I thought the shit was dope, but man, at first it didn't quite hit the ear. It hit the ear differently.
Yeah.
It wasn't at all Good Kid, Mad City. It wasn't at all. It was a completely different project. But I felt like closer to Section 80. But I did like, and everyone wants to say it was pro-black, but I felt it mostly came from a personal level, It mostly came from his experience being a nigga from Compton, and a lot of women were really upset about him, why you have why don't you have a dark skinned chick, braiding your hair on the album cover,
Oh man.
there's a lot of bullshit around this controversy.
Wow. Trayvon Martin got shot, but oh my god, yeah. He
know what
has
I'm
a white
saying?
woman braiding his hair. Like, come on, like what are y'all
they're
doing,
like, supposed
bro?
to be pro-black, Kendrick, but the album, it really wasn't just so pro-black.
Yeah, I
But
didn't take it that way.
when you listen to it, it really wasn't just so pro-black, but it came with his experiences. It was more of a personal level.
it had
as
a
black
had
man.
a black sound. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, it just had.
I mean,
It
but
did,
that's
like, it brought that
super
you-
generic because
Wow.
like every piece of American music has a black sound. What
I mean,
are
it
you
had
talking
that
about?
classic
Yeah,
West
it's
Coast,
kinda got a point.
G-Funk sound, and I love that shit, We haven't heard anything like that since the 90s, really.
True.
Well, the game kind of, did a little bit with it, but Kendrick, one thing I liked about him since he came in the game is he kept it West Coast, and I love that feeling.
Okay, it's my time to weigh in.
All right.
First thing first.
Clearly.
Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9.5 out of 10. I genuinely wanted to call this the perfect album that beats his other one, but it just didn't do it for me all the way.
What
I feel what
didn't
you
do it for you?
Yeah, well, why'd you knock it by half a point?
I knocked them off because I feel like Kendrick is one of those people that you won't appreciate him until like maybe as time has passed. Because I feel like I listened to the album, I loved it, but I didn't grasp everything.
Yeah, it's one of the things.
It's like when I listen to Lupe Fiasco, one of my favorites, I know it's a classic, but my mind hasn't just grasped everything he's tried to tell me. And I think Kendrick is the same way, and Kendrick is not better than Lupe Fiasco. But that's all another.
Well, here's the thing right here. Like, I will say this. Like what I said, this is not Good Kid, Mad City at all. This album, I feel Good Kid, this first, take me when this first album, but Good Kid, Mad City was definitely more sonically pleasing. It was easier to digest.
I'll
This
be
one-
honest with you. I like this album better than Good Kid, Mad City because Good
Why?
Kid, Mad City was a rehash of old material. It was basically his version of trying to come out and have street credibility because he's like, I'm from Compton. I understand gang life. But to be honest with you.
No.
Let him
Me,
finish.
because me and E caught on to this. Good Kid, Mad City was like Boys in the Hood. It was like a movie.
It was.
Right,
It really
that's
was.
what
And he just literally was stating a narrative. He wasn't saying, "Oh, that's what I'm about."
It was a circular narrative.
Yes,
thank you. But the point is that it wasn't any type of original ideas. He was just rehashing the same story that we've heard from every gangster rapper since ever.
But the style, though.
The style,
the concept of the album, that has, at least I haven't heard anything done like that before.
Right, I'm not knocking him for his style. I'm just saying the content matter in that album was more of I have to show legitimacy as an artist to get a larger fan base. Whereas this one is, I don't have anything to prove, and I'm just going to speak more of my mind on what I think.
Well, see, the thing is, though, you got to look at the time also. Like, nobody is just really on, like, the rappers that are really doing big right now.
Yeah.
They're not really on that whole, gangsta gang like that. Everybody just wants to be pretty, dance in front of the camera, swaggy ass clothes,
I'm rich.
So when we have a nigga from Compton, talking about street life, talking about violence, talking about racial profiling, shit like that. And today, 2012, which is when Good Kid came out, and still talking about it in 2015, not many people are doing that right now. So it stands out more. It separates him from the rest of the crowd.
Okay.
The latest thing.
Okay. And
exactly right.
And moving on, we're going to the.
We just got the big fuck you.
Can we please
let
them weigh in? Phoenix and B-Mac, please.
Hey, I need it brief. Let's go.
I haven't listened to the whole Kendrick Lamar album, but however, I do respect him that he does stand for something. He's not a sellout to the music industry. I like how he stand up to GQ. I like how he bought him out his home. I like that he did not dump his fiance to get a video chick. He remained real. I like that he has something real about him. But I listened to what he saw. He I killed a bitch. Amen. Like, that was funny. So I respect Kendrick Lamar. No, that song he talk about your favorite rapper is dead. I killed him. Amen.
Okay.
I thought that was funny.
I was like,
Rick and Morty.
I would listen to some parts of Kendrick Lamar album while I was in my brother's car. But however, since I like that he come out with substance, since he come off as real, I'm willing to give him a full chance.
Okay, and I appreciate that. And B-Mac, you got anything to say or no? Okay, quiet for once. Okay, let's go to the movie of the week, and the movie is Fast and Furious 7. Fast and Furious 7 brings the whole crew back together again for one last quote unquote ride, and it goes to say that friends get taken out early, and this is a revenge, fun, fast-paced, good cars, dangerous stunts type of movie. I'ma give it an 8 out of 10. But R.I.P. Paul Walker. So everybody,
did you give him extra points because of Paul Walker? Is that what it is?
Okay, 8.5.
Good question. Good question.
All right, Don, talk to me how you felt about Fast and Furious 7.
Clearly, Paul Walker is gonna have some sort of not impacting my life, just given that
he's on Mount Rushmore too.
God, right. I don't know if it's wrong to think this, but I don't know. Throughout the entire film, I was expecting, man, when is he gonna die?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but overall, I think it's a nice popcorn flick. Nothing too much, But time and again. Hollywood just keeps doing ridiculous stunts, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they be on some bullshit like, you thought they made it out last time. Like, nigga, like, damn.
But this summer,
starring,
they will be back.
Yeah, man, but I mean, overall, if you watch the film, you don't go into the film, into the movie expecting big things. You just go in there and just be entertained. And at the end of the day, it really... if you don't cry at the end of the film, then you're not human.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Oh, don't you start, Skip. Well, we already know Skip. Skip's if you haven't figured it out yet by the second episode, Skip is that alpha male, I make money, I fuck your bitch, and I look good doing it. Like the nigga
and
don't
you gonna
cry
thank
about
me.
It. Yeah, he's like the so far. He's like so far from a light skinned nigga, even though he is a light skinned nigga. It's ridiculous.
My dick's name is Malcolm X.
See, there you go. We don't have dick talk on here, sir.
We all talk about
Dick is
fucking
not
your
welcome
bitch,
here,
though.
sir.
Gotta put that.
All right. Well, and we're moving on to the dope of the week. It's the delivery. They like, man, I'm sick of hearing the bad news. Shit, me too. So the dope of the week is a CEO got a new raise, and his raise came out to be $1 million. The first thing they asked him was, what are you going to do with it? I have mad respect for this dude. This dude took his $1 million increase and gave it to his employees. So no employee at that company is making less than $70,000 a year. So let's give a hand clap for the dope of the week, people. Come on.
I saw that. I was amazed. I was like, we need more progressive people like
bro,
that.
and then they're still hiring. And I know y'all like,
Say
what's
word?
the job? Bitch, Google. God damn it, I can't do everything for you. I can't do everything for
And
you.
Prepare to
he
catch that
already
flight
had a
to Seattle,
modest
though.
lifestyle before that.
So, B-Mac, what you think about a CEO? He got millions. He probably doing well off for himself. Do you respect him for that decision?
Oh, I got so much respect for him. Like that, I would love to be his employee. Like
Thank you.
that is some real stuff. To not be greedy, not be selfish, and that's so selfless for him to give back to his workers, the people under him. That shows a lot about himself.
Man, and that's what we about at the delivery. Character. Because it's not about your characteristics, what people see. It's about your character and your integrity. And that shit goes far. I don't care what you doing. And, we really have, it's been a long week. Everybody's been through it. But we're going to keep pushing, man. That's what this show is about. We're about being positive.
I was starting not to come, but hey. Hey.
And we all we're about making good moves around here, man. Okay, let's get to our topic because all of us got to go in on this. I want to hear everybody. And
I'm gonna go in.
Clearly. But anyway, what we're talking about this week is education. What is it lacking? What is it doing right? And how can I go all them years in school and not learn a damn thing?
Went to
Skip,
DSD.
please start us off. Skip, please go in.
Oh, why you gotta have me go first? But,
Don't start this shit.
I'm going in. No. So education. So I'll give my personal experience. I mean, you spoke a little bit about, going to school and not really learning anything in class. Me, myself, I find myself, as I stated in the last episode, I'm a master's student. I'm graduating this May. And I feel like, is that the dope of the week right there? No.
Nah, you gotta wait a few weeks, nigga, till we see the paper.
But,
and you can walk across the stage and be like, hold on, nigga.
Bow down, kiss the rain. Anyway, but seriously though, I've been in it for a while too, and my thing of it is I've learned more outside of the classroom than in the classroom.
Wow.
And so, taking that, I'm an accounting major, so I mean, I have to learn a lot, about how to do accounting. But even with that, I feel that most of it is just jumping through hoops just to get a qualification, just to show that you are can actually do the job.
So, are you trying to tell me that they basically just running me through a channel and not teaching me nothing through the channels?
I feel like they're just training you.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
To
personally train
perform
you.
a certain task, whichever task that you feel most comfortable with.
Okay, well, ain't none of us a teacher and on the inside. So, tell me what it's like to be a teacher. Tell me what they need to fix. And tell me why none of them teachers was fucking us when we were in high school. Go.
All right.
Speak for yourself.
Got him!
All right, but the thing is, man, we deal with a lot of kids, but I feel like no one comes at the kids in a way that they understand. It's just the same thing in church when the preacher is talking to you all high and mighty.
Yeah.
That's so, that makes you feel, now that may make you feel insecure, or it may just totally shut you down completely. You're not listening. But I feel like more teachers need to come down, on a certain level to speak to their audience. Okay, if you know your kids, are into the hip hop culture or into negativity, World Star, all that shit. I don't know. If somehow maybe you should translate that lesson plan into something they can relate to. something in a positive way. But what I'm saying is, I feel like teachers are failing the kids because they're not trying to understand. They're not trying to understand.
But
Yeah.
But as a teacher, do they have time to?
Absolutely, I make time.
But we talking about, okay, one teacher, probably, 30, 40 students, and you don't think nobody's going to get lost in translation?
Yeah,
Look, man.
Definitely.
Look, man. I teach photography, so I guess I can't speak for all the science and the English and all of that. But what I do is I gave them a project where I told them to reshoot an album cover. Reshoot an album cover, and you had people bring in Chance the Rapper. You saw Adele's, you saw Young Thug.
Sounds interesting.
So what I'm saying is, and as long as the album was inappropriate, nobody was showing any titties, no shit like that. Hey, I was all for it, and that's what I'm saying. You have to know your audience. You have to know who you're speaking to.
And,
True.
And with that being said, I feel like teachers like you who actually care is not the majority. And then those teachers be superintendents, and some of them move up the channel, and that lackluster, let me make a change, kind of fades out. True or not?
Definitely true. That's because it becomes more of a business when you go up. It becomes
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you telling me education ain't even about education? It's about money?
Exactly.
Especially
Like
when you're
everything
in
else in the
college.
world.
Yeah.
It's about money.
What?
Fucked up
What,
to
they
say,
would
but
drop
yeah,
you
that's
for
how
your
it
to
goes.
bring out
grades.
economics again?
Think about
been
that.
about
Hey,
money.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let Breezy respond, and then I'm gonna need to talk to the Don personally. Now,
Damn it, it's Beezy. But anywho, with the education system, bro, it's a lot of problems that I honestly see. One of which that a lot of people won't acknowledge is the parents. Like
Wow.
you can't just stop and have this kid go to school 8 hours a day and expect them to just come out and do shit on their own. That's not
Logical.
logistically as a teenager. You're not thinking about that crap when you get out of school.
True.
But if they have more
thinking about it
support
when
on
you
the
in
parent
school.
front, exactly. If you have more support on that parent front, get that started at an early age. Don't wait till they get to high school, start drilling in their head that school is important. That's one thing. And secondly, set a more important goal than just graduating high school and going to college.
I mean, but that this goes back to last week's topic. Single parent. I gotta work a lot. I can't be there to help my kid with homework, but he better get good grades.
Nah, there ain't no excuse for that shit.
Yeah.
What?
None. I don't give a damn if you are going
No,
to work.
look.
Hey, fuck
We got
this
phones,
situation.
we got
Wow.
Skype,
Hey, I
we
said,
got
fuck
too
this-
much technology not to have a way to communicate with our kids and try to motivate them.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Don's turn. Talk to me.
I think we just need education in this country needs to be imperative. I was reading the other time meaning last year, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, I don't really remember, but the last time I checked is the military budget spending every year is like $500 billion,
Yep.
$50 billion.
Right on
Damn.
the money.
Why can't we get even a fraction of that money, dump it into community college, public schools, everything, things of that nature? How can we, if we're so fucking in debt, why the hell, why we can push American ingenuity and intelligence by educating people for free. I mean,
So
True.
I agree.
What are you trying to tell me that the government is not trying to enforce an educational system that will give us better citizens for the next 50 years?
Yes.
look, I'm a dumb motherfucker. I'm not God, I'm
The
not
dumb.
awesome, but I mean, just based on everybody's experience, obviously I'm not the only one. If you went through, obviously elementary, middle school, high school, in hindsight, you remember how easy it was. So, people that dropped out, I don't understand. I know you guys might think, where's this leading to?
Uh-huh.
If we can somehow focus this country, just to, if we can write down a set rules or guidelines to follow, I think we can just.
You trying to improve the
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry
the
for
participation in education or
True,
something? Is
yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
everybody
help.
was willing.
I just think it's a lot of revamping need to happen, but Is Skip going to go next?
I mean, I can't.
Phoenix, I really want to hear from you right now.
Okay, I believe the whole education system should revamp because intellectually, I feel like I learned more in college, and I had to learn how to write again. I had to learn how to do math again, and I had to relearn everything that I did not learn during elementary school. However, I think they need to cut down spending on tests, tax tests, and bombarding us with a lot of SS tests, and also stop whitewashing our history.
Thank you.
If you know you got a school full of Hispanics and blacks, why not have individual history classes for them? Also, I believe kids who was raised in single parent households should have go to a separate school than the kids who was grew up in two parents household. Because based on my experience, some of the kids, I'm not saying all people who grow up in single parent households are bad, but the kids I saw grow up in single parent household was turning out the other kids at the school, hipping up to kissing, hipping up to sex at 6th and 5th grade, and getting ahead behind the portables and stuff. And I was supposed to all of that, you know.
And my dumb ass wanted to go to class.
You know, and I was exposed to a lot of stuff by kids who was going. I didn't do none of those things, but also I feel like especially to minorities who was more vulnerable, to the to be the most vulnerable. I think we need to have separate charter schools to teach boys how to be men, teach girls how to be women, for the ones who are more vulnerable, who's the most vulnerable, and also stop treating our boys like criminals. If you show them boys love and support, that they could be real men, they could be something, then they could come back to school. My oldest brother dropped out of school because he did not like how he was treated. So it's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I respect that, and I'm gonna shoot that. B-Mac, give me your point of view, and then I got a winger for you.
I'm gonna chime in.
I just feel like education is going downhill because they all focusing on getting these kids to pass a test that means absolutely nothing.
Okay. Hey, B-Mac, I'm real sorry for cutting you off, but let's talk about the racketeering test scores in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It got real crazy real quick. People got charged. People went to jail. But do you blame them for helping the kids cheat? Because think about it.
No.
If you don't,
salaries depend on these kids. That the education, these districts depend on these kids to pass these tests.
That's
to make them look good.
And then that's the crazy part. So now we're not even learning anything. Only thing we're learning is
how to pass a test.
Yeah, how to take a test. That's why I told in my community college, my college days, I still going to go back to school. I said we was prepared to take a test. Also, we need more tutoring programs for writing. We need more tutoring programs for math. And I had to take speech therapy as a kid. I was made fun of for my speech all my life. So we need speech classes for kids who don't know how to speak a language properly all the way as well.
Okay, you the teacher. Would you cheat for your students?
Hell no. But then again, though, I teach digital media classes, so there really is no cheating on that. Either you got it or you don't, or we can improve on what it is that you're struggling with.
Okay.
You know? But like I was saying, like just a little backstory on this, okay? For those of you who might not know, all right?
Go.
Earlier this week, okay? 11 teachers were sentenced 20 years max, okay? For altering test scores in Atlanta. Okay, it's called racketeering, okay? And for those of you who might not know what that is, okay? It's basically when legitimate businesses or organizations, in this case, the school district, okay, are using ways, are embezzling funds, or doing illegal activities. And in this case, they were altering the test scores. They were given 20-year max. Now,
wow,
I think now that goes to show you also, because these like B-Mac was saying, these teacher salaries depend on these test scores.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it was really act of desperation, and they claimed that it was from the higher ups. The reason why they did this.
It's from the higher ups.
Especially if you're coming from
out.
schools that are
Hey, hold on, go.
Yeah, especially if you're coming from schools that's in low performance areas,
urban areas.
Yes,
urban, aka black.
Thank
Mexican,
you.
Basically,
and Mexican.
Basically,
yeah.
Man, okay. Fuck all that. Skip. Tell them the truth, man. Tell them.
Oh, okay. Because I got a monopoly on the truth. But seriously, I want everybody to answer this question truthfully. Did you feel like when you went to school, like high school, did you feel that the campus was built and organized like a prison?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's
not. I went
because
to
it
a
Man, we
was.
went to
high school.
Skyline.
Yeah.
Which was
Hey, metal
uniform.
detector.
And niggas still came in with guns.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. You know,
Still.
like Phoenix was saying. Yo, I'm all for not treating these young boys like criminals. But
Breezy.
you know, some of those young men are engaging in criminal activity. I mean, let's just
Right,
keep
but-
it real, you know. But
True.
They shouldn't have looked for outside forces to inspire them to be men. It's supposed to be like the authority figures in life,
It
and the
should
teachers
be.
are failing them
It
too,
should be.
besides
But
their parents.
that's literally why my first episode was that, and this week is this, because it is a correlation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you're not taught, or like leaders, men are only bred from other leaders and men.
Well, it's
Like-
taught by
And
them.
ladies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like how you this is no disrespect to anybody. Like a man can't teach a woman how to be a woman. He can only teach her how to watch out for men and vice versa. Like why are we making up these new rules that don't work? Like education don't work, the family don't work anymore. Where's the hope at? All right, the Don, go.
You know, with you know all this negativity you see on the news, it just makes me feel like I just don't want to live in this planet anymore.
Man.
I don't want to die. But
I know, I was about to say that. I mean, you're always on that.
Yeah.
How is it that I've seen? I mean, it's pretty sad that I've seen more drugs in school than outside. You know.
But yeah, which is weird, man. It's like you're selling poison to the neighborhood, and now I'm kind of, I know this sounds fucked up, but I'm kind of glad I was in high school from 04 to 08, because the drugs they got now, I be like, why would anybody take this? Like they had, you remember, I think it was like synthetic weed or
Shit.
like where that dude started eating that other dude's face. I'm like,
Nah,
bro,
that bad sauce, bro.
Bath salt.
bath salts.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's my bad. I was like, bro, who would take something like this? Like,
Bro, it's one of those things though. Like if you're, a young person and impressionable, you might not know or have heard of these things, and so when they say, "Hey, take this, it'll get you high," you're like, "Okay, that sounds cool, and let's do it." If you haven't had like the home training or a community training to where they tell you, "Hey, right is right, wrong is wrong," then you don't have any type of standard to test anything against.
okay, let's get down to solutions. And I'm gonna start off with you, Phoenix, since you were talking.
I do.
I didn't finish.
I'm sorry.
my bad. I'm being an asshole. I just-
Stipulations.
You can meet him in the parking lot afterwards.
okay,
You'll be watching.
Okay, Phoenix, nigga. Anyway, Phoenix, starting with you. What is a solution to helping students learn, and not the school system, not the parents, but the student as an individual?
Well, come off as sincere. When I went to El Centro, I name dropped one of my schools. They came off sincere, like they really came off like they care. They actually taught in class. They was not like my Skyline High School, like, oh, here, learn on your own. They actually act like they cared. And when I went to tutoring, the tutors really act like they cared about me, like push me. No, you don't write like this. Yeah. They came off they care. Also, I do think there should be, many of us are lost individuals. There should be classes on family, like different types of family. What is a functional family? What's a dysfunctional family? Because if you take these classes, people can be aware what kind of environment they in. They can be aware of what's going on. They can seek help. But most of all, we need to come off like we really care about the students.
Okay, B-Mac, you give me a solution.
I feel like everybody should go to counseling.
Everybody crazy.
Agree. Okay.
Everybody crazy.
No. I like what B-Mac is saying. Keep going.
I feel like everybody is different. Everybody learns a different way. Everybody has their own unique style of understanding something. So I feel like in order for them to do that, they need to channel that within themselves. They need to figure it out. Counseling will help them understand themselves more and understand how to reach their goals and obtain them.
Hey, and that's a good way of thinking. Let me hop on this. I'm kind of quiet about this. I really feel like if you want to learn, you have to do it on your own.
Yes.
The school system is not meant to teach you.
True.
It is meant to
Test you.
wow. Well, basically, but it's basically meant to get you ready for a position. It's not bred to make you think.
Yeah,
Make you build wealth. Make you have a good outlook on life.
the education system was built around the Industrial Revolution assembly line process. That's why you go first grade, second grade, third grade. So, like, they came up with the concept of it to model how, like, an assembly line works. So they treating you like a piece of product that's shipped out there. So, you know, you have to treat, but people are not, you know, product. You understand what I'm saying?
And that goes back to what somebody said earlier. We are not treated like people.
No, we're treated like goods to be shipped out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tested.
And then if you're a college dropout, you know jail ain't too far around. Cause like what else are you? What job you gonna get dropping out of 8th or 9th grade?
Right.
I'm gonna have to sell some rocks. I'm gonna have to do, or even if I do the straight and narrow way, I'm working my ass off until there's nothing left. And that's depressing. It's either get with the system that you know doesn't teach you shit, or not make it at all to a certain degree if your mind isn't ready. Breezy, go for it.
Beezy once again, but one only thing about that though that I love about today's technology world. Say you have that same 8th grade dropout. Nowadays, he actually has the opportunity if he wants to jump on Kickstarter, got an idea, he can get that crowdfunded.
True.
If he has all that spare time from obviously not going to school, he can find his own trade and learn it well enough that he can at least get his own startup company off the ground nowadays.
Well,
so that's not the only alternative. But if they don't want it enough, they gonna hit them drugs.
Well, you can't. But then again, ambition, drive to a certain degree, I think that's one of those either you got it or you don't.
True.
And then or somebody has to light a fire under your ass to make you want it.
Right. Now
now if nobody's doing that and you're not motivated,
ding dong.
But
there you go.
You should at least care enough for yourself to want for yourself.
Yes.
You can't always depend on somebody to make you want something. You gotta want it on your own.
You.
I mean, but at the same time, let's think about anybody who got something worth having. It never ever comes easy.
Oh fuck no.
You like Steve Jobs literally had to leave his company, the one that he sweated over and everything else, and put his heart and soul into, just for the chance of making it, the chance. And that's hard to tell somebody, because logically you can tell somebody, hey, go to school, get a job, make something of yourself. That's easy to say.
Yeah.
But to tell somebody, hey, you got a dream, ain't nobody gonna give it to you. And then because you're broke and you're a different color, it's gonna be twice as hard. But go get it. That's hard to tell somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be, but sadly, that's pretty much what we hear.
Skip, talk to me.
The part of the problem with that, though, is that we have, generations of parents that haven't achieved anything themselves.
Exactly.
What?
And so it's like, how can I tell you to do something and I don't even know how to do it?
Yeah.
Skip.
Exactly.
Skip, I know what you mean. Mind you, you're about to graduate and I'm about to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I love my dad, but he didn't graduate college. But he giving me advice. He's like, you need to study like this. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I mean, if a crackhead tell me don't smoke crack, I mean, I'm going to listen, looking at him. So, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, but that's the point of like a negative influence. That's a negative influence versus a positive influence.
Yeah.
It's like, I know not to do that, but I don't know what to do.
So
the point is that, that's where extension goes into the community. You may have somebody in the community that can be an inspiration to you or something like that. But if the community is bad too, we're starting to show level at the level of failure as far as helping to raise children.
And reaching out to people, it can be something simple. It's like how to teach them how to do a resume properly, how to teach them how to speak properly.
You know what
how to drive and how to do this, or be there for them emotionally. It's cause all simple stuff like that.
Okay, Skip. Go.
You know what's like one of the most useless classes in the world that they teach at school?
What?
Home economics.
Wow.
Because it's like they don't even. I understand the purpose of home economics, but I don't think that the education system knows the purpose of home economics. Like, it's home economics as in teaching you how to operate a household economically. So they focus on, oh, well, I'm going to teach you how to like cook something today, or I'm going to tell you how to fill out a check receipt or something. But home economics really should be about, how do I pay my bills, make a budget, and actually not go broke?
That's economics, though.
But it's your home, though.
Yeah,
but we learn economics.
But in economics
economics does not teach you. Economics teaches you what is the market.
Yeah, it's in the government or in a company now, or something.
But not you as a household.
Yeah, we're talking about your household, your paycheck. How should I spend my money? And let me know, hey, if I go out to eat every day, it's going to cost me twice as much as if I cook at home. You know what I'm saying?
But
or anything.
Skip, that goes back to the whole treat it like a robot. Why would you want your robot smarter than you or can overthrow you?
That's already in play.
Wow.
I mean, you think about it. When's the last time you left the house without your phone and you didn't have to depend on it for directions, the price, or something else?
Damn.
This morning? No, but last but not breed, apparently.
Clearly, because, I mean, let's get back to the education system. And then education is not interesting. Let's put it out there. Especially when the person who's narrating all the topics to you don't come from where you come from.
Hey, bro, you don't
have the same mind frame as you do. And Skip, what is it?
Yeah, so I don't know. No, the joke is, that most of the teachers are people who failed to make it in the marketplace. They come back and teach. So, that's an old joke that they always say. It's like, some people actually do well in the marketplace, become, CEOs. The other ones become mid-level managers, and other ones at the very, very bottom become teachers.
Wow.
So it's like what happens?
Wait a minute. So you telling me failure from the parents, failure from the teachers, failure from the system, then you expect me to be great?
Now, don't get this wrong. I'm sure there's plenty of teachers out there who are great. They have a passion for it, and that was their first choice. But there's an overwhelming majority that are out there that did it because they didn't have another choice that worked. Like they got a degree in something that nobody's gonna hire them in, and so they said, "I guess I could go back and be a teacher."
Yeah.
And let me go to the actual teacher we have on hand.
He's a different type of teacher, though.
Why the hell you think being a teacher? Why you do the teacher, man? Why be a teacher? Like, what's up with that? Because when you told me, because I know you, your plans were not to be a teacher. Mm-hmm. That was not your, let me do that. Why'd you go from media, music, movies, and all that to being a teacher?
Let's just be clear. Being a teacher isn't it's not my calling. I'm gonna be just straight up honest with you. Okay. It's not my calling. It's a way to pay the bills. But I enjoy what I do. Keeps my skills sharp. But I like working with teenagers. I like working with teenagers. I like teaching digital media classes. Keeps my skills sharp. But my main passion is filmmaking and blogging and the digital media aspect. It's just a way to pay bills. I'm not I'm not Lee Daniels yet. I'm not
And that's
don't ever be Lee Daniels. Degrees. Don't be Lee Daniels. Don't be Tyler Perry. Those positions are filled.
But you teaching that, I mean, it is in an area of your passion. So in a way that you're still engaged in an area that you're focused on, but you're doing it in a way that you're sharing your passion with other people, correct?
Exactly.
And I appreciate and we need more people like that. But it doesn't. But like you said, that's not the norm.
Right.
So how we gonna expect the minority to turn into the majority? How are we going to get... Because it starts with the teacher and it starts with the student. How can we get better teachers, better students, and then we're going to move on to our random question. Don, you been hella quiet. Don't start that shit. If you want to be on other episodes, I need you to go in, man. Now, come on. How we get better teachers and how we get better students? Go.
Well, for starters, every teacher has to be enthusiastic, right? I completely disagree with you about you saying education is boring or interesting or something. I think education is awesome in any facet.
Okay.
I mean, anything you learn is applicable in life, whether good or bad, right?
True.
But yeah, I mean, the way you kind of said it to E earlier, why be a teacher? I mean, it kind of sounded not condescending, but it sounded like, why do you want to become a teacher? Almost as if it was a bad thing.
I mean,
I know that probably wasn't in your intention.
Oh, it probably was. It was. Why would you?
BA shit,
All right.
He was saying.
Well, if you have any problem with me, you can definitely hit me up on the delivery and call me at 1-800 suck my dick.
But what's Don saying though?
Don, finish.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, if you have aspirations in anything, I mean, I think I remember hearing Barack Obama saying something about in Asia, teachers are nation builders.
Wow.
Right.
And we have to start.
Speak up, please,
Don. Apparently Asian teachers in Asia are called nation builders for obvious reasons, and in doing so, their highways, their infrastructures are, not light years away from us, but
it's a mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that went back to last week's mentality too. Like if. We're not dissing single mothers, but we saying we want to get you out the mind state so where that doesn't happen to you. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're like everybody. Let me say this, and then we're gonna move on. Failure and being toxic is so common that positivity and progression is almost not even the majority anymore.
Right. I'll tell you this.
The liberal movement help cause that too.
Okay.
I mean, if in anything you do in life, as long as you give it a shot, even if it means failing, you're better to live a life of what if, than than what ifs, right?
I mean, true. We can use the old example of Edison. You took him. They have that old story. He took 1,000 tries to make the light bulb. He said, "I didn't fail 999 times. I just found 999 ways to not make a light bulb."
Wow.
And so it's just a mentality thing of, it's like, just because you keep running into situations like, well, that didn't work, that doesn't mean that, I failed at life. You only fail when you quit.
Okay. And I hope y'all take that with you, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, I'm gonna drop my 2 cents, and then the remainder of this is us going in on a random questions and everybody saying how you can contact them. And I'm gonna set up the email today so that way y'all can send in your questions. We want to hear from you guys. But I'm going to say this about education, then we're going to move on. Education is a very useful tool. Mm-hmm. Let me get that straight. It's a tool. You have a choice to either use it or not use it. Mm-hmm. School has also been used to institutionalize you to be ready for work, ready for society, and ready to actually be a robot versus a person, a commoner and not a successor. But it's all relative, folks. Like it really does boil down to ambition, what you're being taught, and what's in your mind state. You got to fix that mind set, man. I don't care what they hand you. It is a tool. I was watching Arrow the other day, and he didn't have any of his weapons, but he was still beating people up. And they asked him, how do you be such a great hero with no weapons? He said, those are just tools. I'm the weapon. So use your mind and apply yourself. Okay, it's the delivery. We're getting kind of to the end. I want to thank all my guests for being here, but they ain't leaving yet because we still got a random question of the week. The random question of the week. I'm so ready for this because I'm about to go ape shit, and I'm going to let my boy start it off first because, he ain't shit.
Wow.
All right.
They jogged around.
Let me say this. Let me ask the question. Who does dating benefit more, women or men? And is dating even relative? Should we even date anymore? Start us off, E. Go in.
Undoubtedly, that's not even a question. Undoubtedly, relationships benefit women the most. Okay.
What?
Relationships benefit women. I don't even think monogamy is natural to begin with.
Say
all right,
it again.
Look, a man's purpose, our biological purpose, all right, is to spread our seed. Okay.
Thank
AKA slay one female after another across the continents. You know, that is our purpose. That's what's driving us. Now, what happens when we're dating? Okay, we're losing time, energy, and resources.
And then, am I the only one that feel like I feel mad that I can't just be like, oh, how are you doing? Can you suck my dick? Like, why am I?
Exactly. You know,
and the fucked up thing is, like, I know I'm a piece of shit for thinking that, but like
that's why you get no blame.
Why am I so wrong for that?
Because
Okay. I want to hear from E, and then Don, go in. You've been quiet this whole time. You need to go in. Go.
That's exactly why I don't have a problem with prostitution. Okay.
Wow.
And I will say this. This is why I don't have a problem for prostitution. Okay. You spend all this
Trick
money.
daddy.
You taking a chick. You taking a chick to these 5-star restaurants. You taking her to an opera.
Yeah.
Basically, you taking her to all the places that you know damn well she wouldn't go by herself if another nigga wasn't paying for it.
Man.
So and that's if. That's only, and maybe you might get the pussy. It's not even guaranteed.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Fuck the pussy.
Y'all
You might
gay,
get a kiss. Okay.
Let me go in. I'll be mad as fuck. I go down to a car lot. I'll put my down payment. I'll be like, hey, can I and sign the paperwork? Can I leave with the car? Maybe. Motherfucker, give me them keys.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. What's so bad about What's so bad about paying for the shit up front? If that's the end game, I really don't see the problem with paying with the shit up front.
Done. Go at me.
It's a losing game.
Original question again?
My question is, who does dating benefit men and women? I need the room quiet here because he about to go in. Don. The question is, does dating benefit men or women more? And is dating even relative in our time and age?
Oh,
Go.
right off the bat, it benefits men because we're the hunters.
Wow.
We're the ones that we go out there and seek and destroy. Well, figuratively
You seek and
speaking.
Okay.
prostitution is seek and destroy. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a reason why I've been single for a long. Maybe there's a reason why I've been single for a long time, but I don't know if the dating scene is for me or not. But the idea that there's millions of women out there, it entices me. It entices.
Thank you.
Sexually.
Thank you.
Mentally. I don't know
Mountains
what it is.
of
I just
women.
Don't want to be stuck,
Hold on,
with
hold on,
one
go.
female and hoping she's gonna be,
And thank you. And thank you. And that's the thing with women. Women want you to act like they're the best option ever. Most niggas have a conversation with themselves and say, I'm decently looking, I got enough dick, I can keep a bitch around. Most niggas have that conversation with themselves.
Okay.
And then if they cocky or they got more, they really ain't on that dating tip. But T Breezy, you been a side nigga for a while.
Oh,
Preach.
wow.
Hey, he's smart. He's smart. Okay, as much.
Hey, I want silence when a pimp is talking.
Okay, so let me talk now.
But honestly, though, on the whole dating tip, I don't really think it's a man or woman benefiting thing. I think it's more or less, it depends on the person.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you dumb enough, if you walk up, you see this chick,
yes,
obviously she full of herself by her appearance and the way she carry herself.
yes.
Mm-hmm. If you choose to fuck with her, seeing that this is the type of personality she putting off, that's on you.
Right.
You should know what to expect. You know she gonna ask you to go to this expensive ass restaurant.
Yeah.
You know you probably ain't gonna get it. And you know she gonna be more than her. She gonna be more in the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook than she gonna be on your ass on a date.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
It's your fault.
Okay. Let me say this, and then Skip going in, and then we got to hear from the ladies, cause duh. But anyway, T Breezy, as
Still give me that R.
Yeah, I don't get that. He keeps saying breezy.
Every
Breezy.
time.
Stone. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Get it right. Get the pimp's
Okay.
name right.
But hey, is dating even relative? Do we even need to date anymore, man?
Nowadays, honestly, I'd probably say no. Because, I mean,
Wow.
everybody putting their damn life online anyway. You can
Wow.
read everything this person is about within the last 24 hours of post.
Okay. Okay. So can we make a connection without dating? Yes or no?
Without,
Yeah.
I'd say yeah. I'd say definitely yeah. Crazy shit.
Okay,
So
I'm
what is the
hold on,
definition of a date then?
hold on, because I see the fire over there. Hold on, hey E,
I had an
E,
explanation
finish it
there.
off, and then ladies, I need to hear y'all sound off. E, finish it.
All right. What do you define as dating exactly?
Wasting my
Exactly.
goddamn time.
Word.
I never get that.
But that's
need to
what I'm
clear.
saying. That the problem is, man, women expect their guy to have everything, where you have nothing.
Thank you.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not an even exchange. They expect us to be super nigga. You know?
Thank you.
Good job.
Like
Good
this-
job.
I know what you mean, and
know?
then we're gonna go to Phoenix. Like I took this one girl out, and like we had sex or whatever. It was cool. Next thing you
It was
know,
cool.
next thing, she like, can you help me out with some bills?
See
I'm
what I'm
like,
talking
wow.
about. Women,
Like,
difference
I'm like, I just gave you some dick. Like it was an equal exchange. You got dick, I got vagina, and then we went our separate ways. And then we ate IHOP. So what do you want? I'm giving you dick and pancakes.
To me, that's a
With
good.
syrup?
That's a good deal.
This guy.
Okay. Let's bring it down. Ladies, B-Mac, start us off. And if you say something slick, I know where you live.
They gonna destroy you, bro. They gonna destroy you.
B-Mac ready.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, after this.
Man, y'all should see
Turning the
B-Mac.
mic, it's about to
Y'all
be
should
real.
see her. Okay, get him.
Okay.
She just staring you down, bro.
She's just staring at the
damn.
mic. She's
See the
staring at the mic.
frustration rise to
Man,
the head.
wow.
Fuck you.
I
Okay.
knew it
you,
was coming.
Darnell. I'm fucking with you. You good? You good with me right now,
You got the
Beezy.
Timberlands.
I got the Tim's, yo.
Wow.
I don't understand you guys. Like,
Okay.
What don't you
really.
understand?
What you don't
Y'all
understand?
have an entitlement issue. Like we
Wow.
don't have to give,
Whoa.
we don't have to give you shit because you asked us on a date.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
spit,
Let him
let him
talk.
spit.
Hey,
Round one.
Hey, let's keep the room quiet.
Fight.
Go.
Y'all fuck with nothing ass bitches, and then
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Wow.
and you treat it like a boss. Like, no, I'm not gonna fuck with nobody that's not on my level.
There you go.
Say it again.
I'm not fucking with nobody that's not on my level.
Y'all are,
or
though.
above my level.
That's a point.
Me myself personally, I like somebody that's above my level.
Why?
Something that you always want people around you that's better than you to better
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
Like that's dumb.
That's fair.
To hang around people that's not doing nothing with themselves.
Okay.
I need somebody that's going places because I'm trying to go places too.
Okay, Phoenix, we gonna end it off with you, and then we gonna wrap this baby up. So
First,
you
Get
need
first
to
of
that
all,
website.
I think dating these days benefit the people who trying to abuse the dating system.
Okay.
Like whether you a gold digger, whether you a dude who just want to run through a couple of female, it benefits them. But the people who generally try to look for love is actually it's more problematic for them today
True.
because there's
Very.
a lot of people on bullshit these days. However,
Yeah.
I'm more conservative with my values. So you take me on a date or talk to me, don't be expecting shit, especially you ain't done shit for me, okay? So so I'm very traditional. My vagina is sacred, and I'm not gonna give it to every dude. I'm not trying to be a single mother, and I ain't trying to catch something. I ain't trying to have nobody baby. So that shit, you get that if you marry me, okay?
Okay,
And you have a
no.
So
Hey,
no.
we forgot one person in the room. Then we're gonna wrap this up
So
like
no,
I was
so-
trying to do.
so that's
Hey, Skip.
So don't be expecting shit because
Skip.
you spent $100. Nigga, fuck you.
Wow.
I just heard snicker and what?
Hey, Skip. Go in, man. We gotta wrap this up.
All right.
Go.
Well,
Let's
first
go.
of all, I would hate to meet the women that y'all deal with. Yeah, you too. Yeah, because y'all be dealing with some women I don't even want to talk to. No, but seriously though, I talk to Darnell all the time, and I tell him this. It's like, bro, if they on this, like Beezy was saying, if they on a certain level and you see them and they just all about a certain way of life, they just superficial. They posting everything on social media. You don't have to talk to them to know what they did for the last 7 days straight. You know that person is not on your level then. True. So the point is, why are you even wasting your time dealing with that? Unless, you like the Don and you see mountains of women over there and you just trying to slay them and destroy them. If that's your purpose, then that's who you need to aim for because they superficial. They gonna fall for that crap. And for y'all too. But the point is, if that's what you're looking for, that's what you need to go after. But if you're looking for a real relationship, you need to just bypass all that crap and actually deal with people who actually have something that they actually talk about, something that you relate to, have a lifestyle that you relate to, so that you can actually connect with them on something other than, can you suck my dick?
You better be lucky.
Checkmate.
Because there's a difference from marrying a prostitute and a housewife.
I know what you're trying to say.
Skip. Oh my God. You better be lucky. You my nigga, and I'm not going 1,000 miles on you right now. But hey, let me wrap this up.
It's the truth, though.
It's this dick. Get off of it. Anyway, let's be honest, people.
If I want to be a whore, I get paid for it. I ain't gonna give it out because somebody say, "Oh, I took you out on a date." Fuck you.
Okay.
Either way, you paying for pussy.
Everybody.
I don't ask mine. It gets an ass.
Okay, and we're wrapping this shit up. Thank you. Okay, I want to thank all my guests for coming in this week. It's the delivery, people. The delivery is all about positivity, movies, music, self-improvement, growing as a person. I really want to thank my guests, Beezy. I want to thank my guest, E.
Still gave me the
Oh, there you go. And then, of course, last but not least, the Don. And then your favorite, Skip, Phoenix, Darnell, and B-Mac. So how we reach you if we just want to hear some real shit from you or get some tech advice?
This your boy Beezy. You can hit me up at tbeezy09 on Twitter, or I may be going on ahead and activating that Facebook again, which I will be letting y'all know at the next shooting of the next session that I have.
Okay, and E, hey man, I like how you write. I like your taste in music. I want more from you. How I reach you?
Here's how you reach me. Go ahead, go to my website. It's nremedia.com. Also check out my blog, hashtag Women Hate Me. My Twitter handle is my name, Ejike Jamal. Ejike Jamal. Yeah, it's African. All right, Ejike Jamal. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you check out my blog, nremedia.com. Hashtag Women Hate Me.
Man, Risky writing at his best. He can write. He can shoot. He's very talented. The Don.
Appreciate that.
Don, if you just want somebody to fuck, how they reach you?
Don't do it.
How they get the
Put
Don
on
in
the
their
GPS
life?
to get seek and destroy.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. That's not 100% me. It's just the tip of the iceberg, but it's not all.
It's not the full shaft. It's the tip.
That's Socratic Mind 89. Socratic like Socrates. Mind 89.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming to the delivery. And I need to hear that outro. And I want to thank all my guests for coming. I want to thank all of y'all for listening. And if you want to reach us, we're going to set up our Gmail. Be ready for next week, people. It's the delivery.